Joy is mine. Joy is mine. Joy today is mine. I told Satan, get thee behind. Joy today is mine. My name is Orrin D. Grant Sr. I serve as the pastor, teacher, servant leader of the St. Paul Missionary Baptist Church in Gretna, parenthetically speaking, McDonoughville, Louisiana. This is my home church, and I've been pastoring here for 23 years. I have a godly, a gorgeous, and a gracious wife, Myrna Audrey, and 3 sons, 2 here on earth with us, and 1 in heaven, Orrin D. Grant Jr. Word went out that Orrin was murdered. I was in Houston, Texas, so I got a call from my aunt, then my brother, and I had to step out of a meeting, and so I began to process that, and it's a tough pill to swallow. He was by his girlfriend's house. She was living with her own grandparents at the time, and they had just come back from lunch, and they just was relaxing and chilling. And allegedly, her father came to the house and summoned Orrin and led him outside to the backyard. And there allegedly were 2 perpetrators who shot my son multiple times as he tried to run from them. The detectives are doing their work. Hopefully they can discover who they are and bring justice to this situation, because my son did not deserve that. And it's been 6 months, and I don't even know if I've started to grieve, I guess, officially in my own way. And I stay busy, so, and I probably stay busy to kind of keep myself from, grieving. They are difficult days. I go to sleep with him on my mind. I sleep with him on my mind. I wake up with him on my mind. He had a call on his life, and on Tuesday, August the 2nd, something precious was taken from me and from this world, and they're going to miss that contribution. But we're keeping his memory alive. We're keeping his message alive, and we're keeping his ministry alive. His message is love, unity, and peace. Stop the violence. We have a great church here at St. Paul, and they wanted to honor Orrin by having a brunch in honor of his memory. And so we kicked this day off with a worship service, and then a brunch, and then we had a 21 balloon release for his birthday, and we had Sporty's brass band to lead the second line. He was a special child, peculiar, rare. He was royalty. He was my prince. I had a lot of promise. He was our youngest of 3 sons. Blazed through high school, was in college at Nunez Community College. Loved music. He was a percussionist, a drummer. And from the very outset of his life, as a 2-year-old, I would be preaching, from the pulpit, and he would be there with his mama. And when I would kind of get to the end of my sermon where we celebrate and get excited, he would get out in the middle aisles, and every move I made, he made. If I screamed, he screamed. And so he just brought a lot of joy to the family. He was adorable funny, loved to laugh, loved to play, and he loved children. Some people, every time they come to the church, they just, have memory of Orrin because he was charismatic in the way he beat the drums. And he beat the drums without one lesson. It just was in him. He was born to beat the drums. Therefore, in light of his death, his beat goes on. So I was an advocate before, but when Orrin was murdered, it just accelerated my advocacy. I've done seminars on peer mediation, parenthetically speaking, conflict resolution, gun violence, and mental health. So we recognize that we're in a dark place, in society, but there are people who are resilient and bring hope to our children that they might have a great future. My church is not just a church in the city, it's a church for the city. 30 days after Orrin was murdered, I had a rally. I called on pastors, public officials, police, parents, and people. And we did it in the area where he was murdered. And so it is our intention to visit different hot spots in the city to make our presence felt, to stop the violence. I'm focused, I'm very intentional. This has not weakened me, it has strengthened me. I'm like a hurricane over hot water in August, the end of August. I'm gaining strength and I'm coming through. And like the crime dog McGruff, we're gonna take a bite out of crime.